This session is called Myths and Misconceptions about SEO. And in this session, we're going to clear up a few of the common mistakes that people new to SEO might be making. So I want you to be focused on long-term success, and I don't want you to be wasting your time with any short-term tactics that may end up hurting your long-term success. Many people new to SEO might be tempted to use some of the hyped-up SEO tactics that are out there and you can find on the web. But the fact is that Google actively targets and punishes people for doing things that they shouldn't be doing. So in this session, you're going to learn a few of these things so that you don't end up getting penalized by Google. So the first myth is software. And the truth is that any software claiming to raise your rankings automatically is to be avoided. If you've ever gone to Google and done a search for how to do SEO or something like that, you've probably seen a lot of sites selling software that promises to boost your rankings. Well, the truth is that these should be avoided like the plague. This is one of the easiest ways for Google to see you as a spammer and end up removing you from their search results. So avoid software at all costs. Now, just to clarify, I'm not talking about SEO tools. There's lots of great tools out there that help you do SEO. I'm specifically talking about any sort of software that claims to boost rankings automatically without you having to do anything. So the second myth is link networks. Now, in the past, people could join a network of blogs and pay to get links, and this would help your rankings. Well, the truth is that Google actively targets private link networks and penalizes those who use them. So if you ever see an ad to join a link network and it says that it can get you a whole bunch of links very quickly, you need to avoid it at all costs because those links will likely end up hurting you. So the third myth is the meta keywords tag. So many people still spend a lot of time putting keywords in their meta keywords tag. Well, the fact is that Google hasn't used this for years. And recently, Matt Cutts, who is the head of Google's web spam team, recently admitted that Google doesn't use them. And here's a quote from him. Google doesn't use the keywords meta tag in our scoring at all. It is just a waste of time to throw a lot of phrases into the keywords meta tag. So it doesn't get much more definitive than that. Google is telling us that they do not use the meta keywords, so we should simply stop using it. You know, an interesting fact about the meta keywords, as an SEO, the only thing that the meta keywords tag is good for is looking at your competitors and finding out what keywords they're targeting. So really, you're just giving away free strategy to your competitors. So the fourth myth is that content is king. I'm sure you've heard this a lot. And great content is absolutely essential to your success, but it is not all you need to succeed. You need high quality, engaging content. However, it's not enough to just post it and hope that people can find it. The best book is useless if no one knows about it and no one ever reads it. So be prepared to spend some time promoting your content actively, doing SEO, social media, etc., to get that content to the top. Because if you just post it, no one will ever be able to find it. Now, the fifth and final myth is that I'm finished. Now, I hear this a lot, but the truth is that SEO is an ongoing process and you are never complete. You know, I wish this weren't true, but sadly, you're never done optimizing. You always need to be on the lookout for new keywords, new links, and new ways to spread your message. So try not to think of SEO as something that you need to do and be done with, but a process that needs to be part of your overall marketing strategy and done on a day-to-day basis. So in conclusion, now that you know some of the common myths, you can focus on the proven methods that you'll be learning in the other videos.